What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Optimus Primal. And here he is in his gorilla mode. And looks pretty cool. He's obviously in, classic gorilla pose, on the ground. But the detailing was really nice. Kind of looks weird back here. That's because it's just legs. But you see there's like the furry detail. That's pretty cool. There's some rough fur over here. And then, of course, it's like, all gray, metal, Looks pretty cool. Kind of controversial design just because it's not really fully Optimus Primal. Like, I don't have another Optimus Primal figure, which is, crazy. But the regular, Beast Wars Optimus Primal, he has, like, blue and red and, colors on him. But all the Rise of the Beasts didn't really have that. They were just kind of gray and brown and orangish, So, people didn't really like it that much. But for me, I kind of liked it. I kind of like the more robotic beast designs. I thought they looked pretty cool. I do wish we got more Predacons, though, not just Scorponok as like an army builder drone thing. But other than that, I thought they were pretty cool. So, he has articulation in this mode because it is basically just a guy. That's pretty much the Optimus Primal design. But we're not going to look at that yet. We're going to look at the accessories because he has quite a few. And that's just because he's a leader class and then just had to bump his price up because he's actually kind of a wager class. But first of all, it comes with this axe, which isn't his axe. It's for the other figure that I have here, Rise of the Beast Optimus. So here he is. Let's get that camera adjusted. Here he is. And the axe just goes in his hand. Like that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, he comes with a lot of accessories for people, for other characters. So he has the axe. Looks good. We'll take a look at him at a later date. And then he comes with these two chain pieces, which they advertise as being able to, like, go on here. Like, chains for his knives or his swords. Which is cool. Like, that's not bad. Like, it's kind of like, that's cool. But I don't really think that's what they were going for with this chain piece. I think it's for Battle Trap. Because he has, in the movie and on the toy, he has this little ball and chain. But the figure itself didn't come with a chain. So, that's what I think this is for. It just plugs into this hole right here. Like that. And then, just like right there, I guess. Ball and chain. So, that's cool. It's cool that he has these accessories for these figures, but it's also lame because now you have to get this figure to get accessories for other figures that you may have or want. So, they knew what they were doing. It's kind of like that, if anyone remembers, the Siege Soundwave had that little gray gun. That was clearly a gun that goes on the back of Megatron. But that's all the accessories he has. He comes with, obviously, his two swords. They look nice. They're very shiny silver. He comes with those two chain pieces, the axe, and these two transwarp key pieces. So that's pretty cool. You just plug them together like this. Some nice detailing there. And, of course, he has posable fingers, or hands, so you can give it to him if you want. Like that. But, yeah. Some nice accessories. It really is just to boost the price, because nowadays leader class figures don't really go for height or, like, big, chunky. They go for scale and engineering and also accessories now. So, I talked about this in my Siege Shockwave review. He's a Voyager class figure, like, through and through. Height, engineering, but he comes with these extra big purple pieces just for armor. It's kind of lame in my opinion, but sometimes it works out. Like I don't really mind this situation because it's still a good figure, but you know, I wish they would kind of stop doing that. So for articulation in this mode, it's going to be very similar when we get to robot mode, but for articulation here, he has a movable mouth, and you can see some detailing in there. There we go. There's like, what's that, like ribbing, I guess? I don't know. Pretty cool. Looks like he's yelling. There's a ball joint at the neck. There's a swivel at the shoulder and an up and down. And this part moves out of the way as well. And then wrist swivel, fingers like we saw earlier. It's kind of a weird system though. It's like the thumb is still, which is pretty common. But then these two fingers move. It splits and then these two fingers move. So it's like I don't know, it's weird. It's not usually like that. It's usually, if figures have posable fingers, it's like the index finger and then the rest of the three are connected. So it's interesting. He has an elbow joint, bicep swivel, nothing at the waist yet, and then a little bit of posability there. So, and of course he's a gorilla, so you can kind of get the classic gorilla pounding on the chest move. If you just mess with it a little bit. Why is it not focusing? There we go. So that's cool. But that's kind of funny looking. I like that. But yeah, enough about the gorilla mode. It's very similar to the robot mode, but they put a lot of engineering into it for some reason. I don't really know. It's kind of complicated and kind of finicky to get to robot mode, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just a noob. I don't really know, but we'll see. So to transform him, just fold out these arm pieces and then fold up this little, what kind of color is this? Is that black? It's like a brownish gray black. I don't really know. Then you bring out this side part as well. And then you just want to fold around the wrists. And then fold it in. And then flip this part around. I messed it up. You want to fold that part around first before you flip the wrist, because otherwise the fingers get in the way. So, there we go. Fold it around, fold that up, around, and up, kind of in, I guess. And then fold the outer part up. Flip it around, bring that back down, like so. And he does actually flip around, which is pretty cool. So, there we go. There's the arms. And then for this part, you want to take this butt flap up and just flip it up and around. And then for the head, you keep it up like that. Bring this whole back assembly up like this. Push out this chest piece. Push up the head assembly. Fold it around. And then push it back in. And then fold it back up. And there's the Primal regular head. And then this, you want to untab this part right here. Push it out like that. Fold it around like so. And then bring this part back like that. And it should look like that. Then for the legs, this part is confusing for me. You gotta bring up these knee flaps, straighten out the leg on both sides, and then push forward the foot, push back the gorilla foot, sorry, like that. And it should bring stuff forward like that. So it's gonna look just like that, straightened out. And then you gotta come up here, it's gonna be like that. You gotta push it forward so it falls into place. There's a little tab in the leg and a tab hole right there. Like that. You should hear it click. Flip up the knee pad, flip forward the foot, push the toe down, and then come up in here and bring forward or bring back the heel like that. So that's a leg. And then on the other side, it's the same thing. You got to push forward the beast foot, push forward the real foot, and just straighten everything out pretty much. Make sure everything lines up like that. Bring back the heel. And then there he is. So there he is in robot mode. And honestly, the robot mode doesn't look that bad. I get why people don't like it. I get why people don't like Rise of the Beasts. But I like the movie. And I like this design. I like the more mechanical, primal look. It would have been nice to have some more detailing, for sure. Maybe some more paint. Detailing is fine. I didn't mean to say that. I meant, like, paint. Some more color, I guess. But it's not terrible. I get why people don't like it, but I don't mind it. It looks good. Detailing's there. You can see in the, what is that? Like the elbow crease. There's some mechanical detailing in there. And of course, most of the detailing from the gorilla mode carried over, like the fur on the shoulders and arms, some on the legs. But now there's some more new detailing. Right there, there's some struts and abs. Like this, I like this. This is cool. Very Dark of the Moon Optimus-esque. And right there, hopefully it picks it up. Yeah, you can see that. The Maximal symbol, which is pretty cool. And then in his eyes, very green, very nice. I think they're kind of messed up. I don't know. That eye looks more squinted than this one. I don't know if that's just me, though. But you can see some mouth detailing. I don't really like that. I wish there was, like, full mask, because I'm pretty sure he didn't have his mouth in the film, but all right. The feet detailing, they look all right. Nothing crazy. Some battle damage, some scuffing. So, looks pretty cool. He has some articulation as well. Pretty much the same as in Beast mode. He has a ball joint in his neck that's pretty hindered because of this collar piece. Swivel, bicep, shoulder pad, out, in, elbow, wrist. The fingers as well. Same type of fingers as well, which is interesting to me. So, keeps unfocusing. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, the weird fingers, I don't really know what's up with that. Hopefully that isn't like a constant, because I don't like that. But then he has butterfly joints. I think that's more for Beast mode, because they go that way instead of this way like they're supposed to. But that's kind of cool. Some pelvic thrusting, I guess. Speaking of pelvic, he has a waist swivel. He has forward that far and back that far. He has out that far, which is very nice. A thigh swivel, a knee bend, just past 90 degrees. Actually, that might just be 90 degrees. Yeah, he has this knee pad thing, and he has a ankle pivot tilt. So, quite a bit of articulation on this guy. So you can get some posing out of him. And then, of course, he has these blades, which can go right here and right here. So, very cool looking. I really like this figure. I really like the look of him. And what's cool is he actually has weapon storage. And I didn't show this in Beast mode, but he has it in Beast mode as well. He has these little tabs on the weapons that just plug right onto his back. So, that's cool. I like that. And then, of course, the Transwarp key. You can just hold that. Okay, or it flies out, but he can hold it. Not bad. I don't really like how it's not sturdy, I guess. I wish there was, like, a peg or something. But, yeah. You can still sit in there. I just put it in a bag off to the side. I don't have him holding it. I don't have anyone holding it when he's on the shelf. It's just kind of there. It's a nice addition, but kind of useless at the same time. But yeah, looks great for comparison. Once I get this sword in his hand. For comparison, we'll bring back Optimus and Battletrap. So, here he is with Optimus. I see, like, there we go. There he is. This is Optimus's gun. Just fell off. I don't know how I feel about the scaling. I feel like it's accurate to the movie and accurate to just lore. I feel like Optimus will always be taller than Optimus Primal. But, they look cool together. Then, here we have Battle Trap. Hopefully his mace doesn't fall. They're about the same. Actually, Battle Trap is a little bit shorter. I was going to say they're the same height, but he's just barely shorter. So, that's cool. That's neat. So, yeah. What are we thinking about this figure? Comment down below what your opinion is on this figure. And while you're at it, the movie as well, if you want. I like the figure. I like the movie. But again, I understand why people wouldn't or don't like either of those things. But I think this figure's cool. He looks cool, looks good. Gorilla mode is nice. Detailing's great. And I suggest it to people that like the movie or the character or just want another figure in their collection. But it's not for everyone. So, with that said, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and like the video. If you have any comments, comment down below. And if you like the content, subscribe. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.